out of curiosity,
Okay.
so do you guys believe that there used to be giants? Because I was thinking about this earlier today.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
How do you feel?
No.
No.
I don't
Okay.
believe there
Really?
used to be
Why not?
Why not?
There's a lot of evidence about
There's
giants.
evidence of giants.
7 foot
Yeah.
niggas. I'm sorry. Can I say niggas on the thing?
You can
Yeah.
totally
Okay,
say
cool.
niggas on the thing.
7
I
foot
say
niggas.
niggas on the thing. Yeah.
7 foot niggas. Like they're big. They're big.
Where are you seeing these 7 foot niggas at?
The NBA.
Oh, those. So you.
Just 7 foot niggas.
So,
Like what?
but
What
they
you
were,
talking?
like, that was like small for them.
So
That's-
giants
that's
are their
giant.
ancestors, is what y'all trying to say?
I'm saying that it wouldn't be unheard of for somebody to be theoretically taller than that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I'm under the impression that there's definitely been giants. I'm given to understand that we have a decent amount of giant evidence.
I don't.
I don't know, dog. Think about how big shit is or used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Think about how big.
We also
shit
have
is,
like
or
biblical
used to be.
texts from
Right.
more than just one religion that
It depict
detail
giants.
giants.
Are we sure those aren't T-Rexes?
No, it's
No, not even just the
because they're-
animals.
Oh my god! Because
But
T-Rexes
also the
don't
animals.
even look like fucking humans. If there was a T-Rex my size, I would know that's a T-Rex.
Also,
Look, but it's not like
That'd be a
none of these
velociraptor.
sciences or religions or nothing was like back there looking at the giant niggas and be like, it's giant niggas. They're just picking up
I mean,
the evidence,
that's a possibility.
No.
but
and
we
the evidence
also
could have been left by T-Rexes
We definitely have like.
or orangutans,
But that means the
just
okay.
big monkey.
But
type.
okay, but no.
I'm pretty sure we have like fossils. And
Neanderthals
stuff.
were bigger than humans, right?
They were supposedly
Probably.
like they're more.
Think
stocky.
about like a silverback. You know what I'm saying?
Do you consider Neanderthals giants?
Maybe they were.
Maybe they're like.
Maybe they were. That's a good point.
That's a good question. Maybe they're
Yeah.
part of like the chain, the evolutionary chain the giants, were a part of.
But giants don't live long because like
They're
their
big.
bones are
Yeah, they're big
gravity's
as
too much for their
That's
bones.
why the Gigantosaurus theory about like
people kind of die early.
yeah.
That's
true.
fucking okay.
No,
Okay.
that's
No,
not
like
wrong.
okay.
7
not wrong,
foot
though.
and over.
Dog,
like,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
drunk enough for this conversation.
You're not
And with
telling
that
us
being
that.
said-
With that being said, let's definitely crack these motherfuckers open real
So-
quick. Cool. Welcome
Hey,
to the Cosmic Corner with Zolo and Boots. And today we have a special guest. Who's our guest today?
Callisto?
That's technically,
And nice.
technically, he might make a noise. He's in front of the mic,
I'm about
so
to say his tail is just.
he keeps looking at the mic, so he might do something. We have the homie Knives
Yo.
of the Hennyboyz,
Yeah,
also known as Cophagus if you play certain games with
Yeah.
your boy.
Most of them.
Like
Most-
first
all of
county
them.
homie.
Any games.
Beer,
Yeah,
beer,
beer.
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 Yeah,
That's lovely.
That's beautiful. I'm gonna make that into a text tone.
And so, what is our rocket ship today?
It is Corona Light.
It better not be light. Hold on.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I would
Extra.
say.
Never
We're
mind.
not-
Yeah,
Extra.
hold on. Let's say. See,
We don't do no light
I was
around
saying-
here.
I want that on the
You
record.
don't want less calories? It's the
We ain't
same
doing
alcohol.
no
I don't
light
want
around
diet
here.
beer. No, I don't want diet beer.
Y'all are weird.
We
Diet
do it
beer is
real.
weird. Cause what? Okay.
Beer's already bad, so you might as well make it less bad.
If what's the point? Like if I'm already going,
If I'm doing
down
the bad thing, do the whole bad thing.
I don't
No.
want diet weed.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Okay, no.
Yeah, do you
no,
smoke
no, no,
diet
no, no,
weed?
no.
I don't want diet weed.
Have you ever been in a game and you're like, I can handle one debuff, but two?
That's fair. But no, but at the same time,
Nah,
that's
nah.
just playing the game on extreme,
Nah.
and I'll take it. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Like,
You
yeah,
gotta
get
it.
Out
Yeah,
the motherfucking
I need
mind.
all. Thank you, Taz. Talk to me because I was gonna say it. So I'm
He
glad
was gonna say
I'm
it.
glad you
I had
said
to beat
it.
him to the punch.
I'm glad you said it.
You
Dog.
guys, this is like a very special podcast because not only do we have our first special guest and it's the three of us here, but
Williams.
we are all Grandmaster
Mm.
Marvel Rival players. We made Grandmaster Season 1.5.
My title card has the most beautiful little badge up in that
You can
upper
do that
right
now?
corner.
That little, we get the little crest.
you're in a park,
He hasn't
yeah.
logged
I haven't
in
done it.
yet.
I haven't been
Gotta log
home
in.
yet.
Yeah.
So.
He hasn't seen Season
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. And the time that you've not been home, I beat his ass as Emma Frost.
I fucking knew this was...
We had a
was-
1v1
I fucking knew
as Emma
this.
Frost. He's like, let's see who's the better Emma. I'm like, okay. And I'm kind of like low-key like, damn, this Vanguard really is just going to try and like, do me like that? Like,
Trying to pull up.
I'm a strat. Like, okay, whatever.
Mhm, I'm
So-
a strat, okay.
I mean, she is though.
Main, you know,
100%.
look at her hours. Yes, she
Yeah.
definitely is a main strat.
100%.
But she has respectable hours at the Vanguard position.
Which
I've
is
been
your
working
favorite?
my way up.
I was like, which is your favorite? out of the...
Emma Frost might tip me over. I do like being I like being Invisible Woman for that reason, because she has the shield. So she's kind of Vanguard-y in that essence. That's why I like Emma Frost so much. So,
but is
I
Strat
really
just your
like
favorite,
them.
or is that just the one you're the best at?
That's
I
a
think
fair question.
That's because growing up, my boyfriend actually put me into the healer mode in WoW, because he's like, you know what, you should probably like be a healer, and I'm like, okay. So I've always been put into healer roles. Even I'm trying to think of TF2. I was definitely the doctor a lot.
My thing with the healer role is that it is the center of
It's responsibility.
RPGs. Like it's like, well, no, yeah, I'd say center. Or would you give tank center?
No, tank is the center.
Like power forward. I don't know.
Actually, I'm on a Marvel Rivals Facebook group, and somebody put through Chat GPT to compare Marvel Rivals roles to video games, and the fucking Chat GPT was like, the center is the Vanguard. They're crashing up close. They're playing close to the board. They play the most physical.
Yeah.
The shooting guard types, the forwards, are DPS. Those are the guys making the shots, making the plays. The strategists, the point guard. Point guards can score, but that's not your job. Your job is to facilitate the team, to create the action, to lead from the back line.
But peep though.
Who's the last person to come up the court with the ball?
Well,
peep though.
Well,
That's the back
does the
line.
point guard get like points for assists and stuff?
They do. You get assists. You get
Yeah,
assists.
because then they
Who's going to get the most assists on the court?
Assists all
point
the time.
guard.
A good
Yeah,
point
that
guard.
makes sense.
But okay, but let me say this though.
Makes sense.
You leading the battle though. That's the tank. In Marvel Rivals, leading the battle is the tank.
Who's the
That way
first person down the court?
Yeah, but that'd be the point guard. Not
The center's the first person down the court.
I understand that.
So the center's technically leading the
but
charge.
who's setting the momentum of the game?
The
point
strategist.
The point guard is.
Well, 'cause-
But in Marvel Rivals,
Well,
the
wait.
tank is. Because wherever we got the fight, I say we because I tank too. So wherever we got the fight going, is
We are
where
the
we
front
need y'all to
line.
be.
There is a certain amount of dictation
Where
of the
do
flow
you
of combat
reset?
that the tank does.
Where do you reset in basketball? Do you throw it back up to the point guard and then everybody gets back into position?
Yeah, you throw it back
Yeah.
up top.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, is that not the strategist? Like, don't you want to come back to the person that, like...
We
Yeah,
do gotta,
we go back
we
to
do have
the
to
strat for
reset
all
and
the
protect
heals
the
when
heals.
niggas
And
is
then that's how
dying.
you-
You
that's
gotta
how you
reset the
reset.
play.
Yeah.
You definitely
I
put
mean,
it back to the strat.
you can with the tank, but that's why they would be reset in their position, and then the strategist is like, everybody's where they need to go.
We would
Like, a
100%
good
reset.
strategist.
We would
Like,
100%.
If we're all in a team, this wouldn't count for, like, solo, because you just kind of have to figure it out.
No.
I agree.
It's
We would
team
reset
play.
on you
It's team
100%. Like we would have to go back to wherever the healer is. Especially if you're getting jumped in the back line, we got to go back. If our point guard's getting double teamed, we have to go back. So I understand. Nah, I agree with that.
It kind of lines up pretty neatly.
I understand that.
But let's pass the question to Kafkas. What's your favorite class of the three?
I want to say you know what?
Because I know you're the best at one of them.
Exactly. So I will say
Is that your favorite?
my favorite has to be tank. But I'm really good at DPS. Like because I lorded with Star-Lord first. Like that was the first Lord that I had. And then I lorded with Iron Man. And then
2 DPS
I
lords.
started to play tank because it was a requirement because everybody wanted to be DPS.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem I have with that is that like I understand, but not everybody's built for that life. Like it doesn't. It's not. It is fun. It's flashy. It's cool.
Fun,
It's
it's
like
flashy,
you get to do a
to
lot
get
of
those
cool
final
shit.
hits and shit.
Yeah, but you have to play a certain way to where you're an effective DPS. And
Yeah.
you can't just go out and do what you want to do. And a lot of people don't understand that. And so you get a lot of people who are like... Also, you have to understand the type of DPS you are. Like, you a divey DPS, you a sniper, you in like...
You brawl in a bit.
Yeah, you a prowler, you know what I'm saying?
You
running
sneaking
jungle.
around type of shit.
A lot of
like-
people don't... They just think, like, I'm DPS and I'm gonna just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And so it pisses me off a lot of the time.
But tank is your favorite.
But tank is probably my favorite because I get to do what I would want to do as a DPS, and I can just be in the fight, just what I mean, just up there in the smoke the entire time. Is all action, non-stop. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we have a good healer, then we're setting the pace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
100%.
we're allowing the opportunity for our DPS to do their thing because everyone else is so focused on what we got going on. So I would say my favorite role to play is a good tank. So that way I know not only am I contributing to the team, but I'm doing it correctly.
Yeah.
So that way it allows for everybody else to kind of do their thing. And that way you can anchor the team because you can't really anchor as a DPS. Even if you're serving as a DPS, you can't really
serve. And
Yeah.
that's,
The
we're
only
happy
one
you're
who
serving,
kinda
but still.
can is Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah. He's pseudo
A bit,
tank.
yeah,
That's
because he's pseudo tanky.
pseudo tanky.
Did you ever come to a conclusion of your favorite versus the best at? Because we know you're best at strat, but is that your favorite though, Boots?
I really love being a DPS. Sometimes it's really nice to just be sitting there. Like, we were playing a game with the Hennyboyz and the Jameson Janes today, and I was Scarlet Witch, and I went past quad that she just started saying, "Wow, you got that! That's amazing!" Like, she stopped counting.
Right.
And that just kind of feels good sometimes. You just sit there and you're like, I'm fucking surfing, left, right.
40,
like,
how many
yeah.
kills? 40 plus? Like, get out of here.
That's true.
40,
That's true.
40 plus.
But then when I start sucking as that,
Right.
I go straight back to healer.
Because that's what you're best at.
Also, that feeling always sucks. Like when you're hoeing as DPS, like it's not
Yeah.
your game. It's not your game.
It doesn't feel
Yeah, I
good.
mean, it does not feel good. You're 1 in 12. You know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Yeah,
this
and then you
sucks.
have to pull out the Lord if you're like in QP and you're like, I didn't want to.
Now I gotta be sweaty,
Like,
you
I
know
didn't
what I mean?
want to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
the
think-
point of QB is to get all the other ones up.
I think a good thing that happened, and shout out to Zolo. I used to clown him for this because
Hey.
he used to be annoying about it. But to this day, but like I understand what he's doing.
I'll take it.
It's that folks are stubborn. They gotta switch. Like if you're not playing your role right, get out of there.
Yeah,
I need you to get
Yeah.
you gotta do
Yeah.
some
You do
swap.
switch, dog, because you're not doing it. And we've had a decent amount of stubborn, you know what I'm saying? Myself included, even though...
Oh yeah, you didn't know that your stubborn crash out
Listen.
is what caused me to leave
Listen,
the Henny faction on
listen.
Marvel Rivals. Guess
I don't
what?
even know
And
about
then
that.
Exactly.
I'd have to say
I don't
here,
even
he's
go to that
pacing
tab.
back and forth, and he's like, he thinks, I'm gonna crash out, and I'm like sitting here still in the game, like, yeah, babe, get him. I'm
Yeah.
trying to be supportive. I'm like, damn, y'all
We were
get to
crashing
crash
out
out on
bad early.
Xbox, and
We were
I have to
crashing
be
out
able
bad
to
early.
crash out at home.
I listen, where else are you gonna crash out? You have to crash out with your homies. Who else
You
you gonna,
do.
you know what I'm saying? Who else you gonna do it with?
You have to, because your homies are gonna crash out at least a little bit lovingly, because they're gonna hit you.
Was it lovingly?
Hey,
Was it
wait,
not?
wait,
No,
wait,
was
wait,
it?
Was it
wait.
not?
If you just let me finish, because they're gonna hit you where you kind of want to cry, but at the same time, it's nowhere near as bad as a stranger will.
I'm not gonna say what this man said that made me crash out, because it definitely was like, it hit me in my core. A stranger can't hit me in my core.
Why do
What's
you
he gonna
take
say?
anything him or his brother says at any face value?
I
Like,
don't anymore.
That's fair.
That was months
you
ago.
shouldn't have months ago.
That's
It was hard.
That's fair.
Emotions
You know.
are a thing.
I know emotions
And you
are
know
a thing.
about feeling left out when everybody else got asked the question, "Oh, what's your favorite class or what are you best at?" And nobody decided to ask me that
we
question.
haven't stopped
We haven't even-
long
we haven't even
enough
got
to
there
talk
yet.
to you.
Oh, y'all haven't stopped talking.
We haven't
Oh.
got there yet. That's crazy.
When
You-
is it
I
my
thought
turn?
I was done.
Oh.
You turned it around on me. I thought you were next.
I
And I
tried-
was about to say it to
And
you.
you gave a different answer, didn't you? Because we didn't know that your favorite class
it doesn't
was
matter.
actually
I thought we were
DPS.
just going, you know what?
Hold on.
Zolo.
Zolo, what's your what's
Funny you guys should ask.
That's
And
fair.
I think I'm about to be like the one that breaks the trend here, because what class am I best at?
It's both. Is it
Vanguard.
Vanguard?
I would say,
What's
yeah.
my favorite
Vanguard.
class? It's Vanguard.
I was gonna say, you
I
probably-
really do
Okay.
I like being on the front line. I like being able to control
Very good.
the flow of combat, or at least be the one who's like kind of setting the pace. Because like clearly we talked about the strategist is really the one who is anchoring everything together. But I'm on the front being like, this is what's happening right here, right now.
Yeah, shout out to the tank. You have to be a solid tank,
have
a
to.
solid. Here's is gonna be his favorite word. You have to be a solid leader. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Oh my God.
I don't
no.
know. I didn't want to give it to him. But
Look,
yeah.
tanks are leaders, but so are
Okay.
the strategists. You know,
Here's a Zolo question.
Captain Rocket.
Who's your favorite character and who's your best?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, here we go.
All right,
then.
I know the answer.
Because my favorite character to play is probably Thor. He's basically a fat DPS. He does a lot of damage. He's
Your
up
favorite.
close. He's fucking shit up. That's my favorite.
Favorite.
Who
Pseudo
am I
DPS
best
for sure.
with? At
It's
least
Strange.
in season 1.5,
Magneto.
because season 2
Magneto
might be different,
is
but no.
good.
Season 1.5, Doctor Strange is who I'm
Yeah,
best with.
it's strange.
I would
100%.
solo tank. I would carry games. The portal tech.
Yeah.
Y'all, if y'all haven't seen my portal techs on Instagram, y'all
That's-
need to check it out. That's
Yeah.
all in ranked. Those
Yeah.
are no quick play portal techs.
Yeah.
That's why I was so quick to say it, because I noticed the difference. Whenever other people are Doctor Strange and he's not, I noticed the difference.
Right.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking
Exactly,
up
like,
this
you-
portal.
you're playing it
like, where's your shield at? Like, I know I can trust him when he's strange.
Right.
I be trying not to critique other people's strangers, but it's hard not to critique the lack of Portal, I will notice a Strange who you've been Doctor Strange for a whole round and I haven't seen a single Portal.
You got Portal not one
you
time,
gotta do
bro.
it at least once.
Yeah. You ain't dipped off and just kind of Portal for a second?
You gotta switch it up.
Okay, who would be, I'm pretty sure you guys have talked about this, but who would be your ideal Rivals character drop? Like, who would you...
Oh, somebody who's not in the game
who's
yet?
not in the game?
We actually haven't talked about ideal.
Okay, your ideal. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
the last time we talked about it, it was specifically we were trying to figure out an X-Man,
Right.
and then specifically we were trying to figure out an X-Man strategist. Because I'm like, we need more strategists.
Now,
in the game.
who would you want ideally to drop in the game?
For me, I really want to see Mystique
That'd be great.
and Thanos.
Thanos would be crazy.
Only okay. well,
Mystique, because Mystique could probably, her ult could be similar to. Oh no
It'd
no
be
no
Loki.
no!
So
are all
It's
gonna be
not
Loki?
her ult.
It'd be a Loki clone.
Her actual powers
She just
can
got
take
a
over.
cooldown power to just become somebody else.
She's Mystique.
Yo,
That's true.
What else is she doing?
that's dirty.
That's
though.
true.
But so she doesn't get their ult.
I don't think she
though.
gets their ult. I think
She
her
just gets
ult
their
is
kit.
yeah
Okay.
yeah.
So she's like, what's that? Well,
And
Moki's in
then
it,
she can have their kit until she either A, switches, and I think the switch should be as long as the portal is for Doctor Strange. I think that's a really good time frame.
Okay.
Because she can't just be switching people
Right, 'cause
off.
that's BS.
Yeah, that's BS.
That's BS.
And then on top of which, when she's that's how she builds up the ult. But if she dies,
Oh, it goes back to 0?
either it goes back to 0, or if she's past 50,
Stays at
it
50.
stays at 50. It
Okay.
caps at 50.
That could be tough.
That'd be grimy.
That'd be really interesting.
What would be her, like, she's melee though, right? She'd be like,
Would she be Scratchy? I've
yeah.
seen Scratchy
She'd
type
be
of
like
people.
I just think about Gamora, like, immediately.
I love
Whenever-
Gamora. Yeah, Gamora's another one. I've definitely said to him, I'm like, she's definitely gonna have a
Gamora.
blade.
Yeah. She'd have, like, 2 daggers or some shit. It should be cool. It'd be a cool, like, sneak. She'd be kind of like Psylocke if Gamora drops, you know what I mean? Just a little more deep, like, a little more
Yeah,
deep.
Gamora's not going invisible.
No. She's just strong as shit. She'd be like,
Yeah,
she'd
be frontlining,
Yeah.
fucking shit up,
It's like if Magic, was a little faster.
and
you know?
wasn't portaling,
And
and
wasn't
just in your
portaling,
face,
yeah.
being annoying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pick who I would really want in the game that we haven't already heard like a leak or a rumor of, because there's a lot of people who they've data mined. And like data mine, I would pick Deadpool, but Deadpool's been data mined,
Yeah,
so
we
like
already know
he's
he's coming.
probably coming.
Oh yeah.
So if I was gonna pick a non-
Before Data Mine, you would
You
know
got
it's
one?
coming.
I'm thinking about like Marvel in its entirety. I'm trying to go thirsty, right? So
Hell yeah.
I want something. Give me like Dormammu or some shit. Like that'd be cool as a bitch. Like okay, so remember Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Hell
Hold
yeah.
on.
Dormammu
Hell
was
yeah.
the shit. Like that was one of my favorite players, right?
Blood
So
fire in that game.
give me like Dormammu, which would be dope because we need like a Doctor Strange villain, right? So
Yeah, we need
that'd
more
be
villains.
sick.
Period.
Yeah, Dormammu would be sick to have, and you can just
MODOK?
use his kit just like how you
Modoc's
have.
been in data league.
MODOK's been daily. Also,
Oh.
you see his posters all over.
I mean, that's
You
true.
can't
I'm not
trust
paying
the
attention to
posters.
that. I'm
I
trying
like-
to live in the universe and
That's
just
fair.
kind of take
Oh
it
wait,
as
you
it
mean
comes.
his posters are in the world?
In
Yeah.
Marvel,
Yeah, they are.
There is
Yeah.
a lot of
You
that.
see a lot
I've
of
seen
stuff.
those.
You
Who else would be dope? I mean, Doom probably would be dope to
We
see.
talked
Doom's
about
gotta come out.
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and then how they would align.
That'd
So
be
like Luke Cage would be a Vanguard, but she would be more like Mr. Fantastic, where she can have
Where
Vanguard.
she's a duelist,
Pseudo-
but she
But she's
can
a-
kind of tank a little
Yeah.
Pseudo
bit.
tank. Yeah, Jessica Jones would be cool. We already got Iron Fist, so you might as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Daredevil, not so much. I don't
I
really
would
care.
love to see Daredevil.
I
I've
know you
heard
guys-
some really ridiculous pitches for kids for Daredevil,
Yeah.
like being able to see niggas through walls,
Yeah.
being able to see what their alt charge is without having to like see your enemy's alt charge.
That's cool.
Because
That'd
he
be
just
cool.
got some
'Cause he
sort of
can just detect
intuition.
it. But I mean, no,
Yeah.
because Spidey senses ass. You know what I'm saying? So if Spidey senses ass, like, well, how does Daredevil
Has
have
Daredevil
a
have a
cooler
better sense than Spidey?
sense than him?
I feel
Well,
Spidey
'cause-
sense do shit.
Because I pitched when we were talking about it is that he actually just sees an echolocation the whole time, and you have to get used to
So you
that.
see in
But at the
red,
same
you
time,
like-
you can see people. Yeah, you would see like heartbeats and stuff, and
Like
people
through the
where they're
walls.
at and
That'd be cool.
everything.
Yeah.
And it would look just like the mode that you're in when you are
He would
destructible.
be
it
permanent
would just be that.
chronovision is
Chronovision.
That's, I mean, I understand
That would make
it.
so much sense.
And it'll add a new character archetype because that'd be like a scout, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
you have a scout build. Like you built like,
A-
hey,
a
we know where
stealth
he is.
one.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stealth scout. So it's like, hey, yo, tell the divers to go back there because they're coming around. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be kind of cool, and you get to bring in a whole new archetype.
All
I
right.
just don't give a fuck about Daredevil.
I got one. Left field is fucked. Silver Surfer.
Oh, that would be
He'd be
cool.
OP.
Make him a strategist
He'd be OP.
because Silver Surfer can heal people with cosmic powers just like Adam Warlock can. Let him fly. Let him be on the surfboard. Let him be the flying strategist.
Storm doesn't.
Team him up with the Fantastic Four.
I was
Cosmic
gonna say,
beams.
we got folks who fly all the time. Iron Man flies.
We don't have a flying strategist.
True. Well, Ultron. Is he
Does
not
he
about
fly?
to?
He's about to.
has
He
to,
should.
Yeah. I don't know if he does.
I
I
don't
thought that
know
was the
if he
whole
does.
point.
Actually,
he would be the first one.
I looked at his kid. Does his kid have flying in it? I don't remember.
Bro, gotta fly.
Maybe so. Probably
He's flying in everything.
In
we
everything,
see.
he has to fly. He better fly. Let's put it like that.
That's fair.
He
That
better
would make no
fly.
sense. He's a Tony Stark, like,
Exactly. He's a Tony Stark robot.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay.
better fly.
He
Because
should definitely
Iron
better
Man
fly.
flies. So that'd be dope.
Well, we'll see
You
him
know-
in half of 90 days, a
Yeah.
month and a half. Is
Oh,
when
I
we'll
can't
see
wait.
I gotta
maybe
find
Ultron.
I gotta find one.
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
gotta find one. One of the fucking Sentinels. That'd be cool as shit.
A Sentinel?
Yeah, get a big ass fucking like we already got a group, right? So you just
No,
can't make
bro,
it
we
bigger
did.
than that
Sentinel?
and then just fucking.
You know how big Sentinels are.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You might have to nerf it, but like just
War
just-
Machine, then.
Oh, also, you already know
Machine.
how I feel about War Machine. I've been saying, give me fucking War Machine. That way, Travis can be freaking Iron Man. I
Iron
can be
Man.
War Machine. That would be the coolest.
Listen,
fucking-
bro.
No,
the
Fal-
internet says War Machine is a flying vanguard with
Yes.
an alt similar to Punisher.
Yeah, no, that would make so much
Yes,
sense.
give me that. I want
Yeah.
that.
Flying
let's
Punisher
go.
coming
Yeah,
at you.
give me
That's
that.
War Machine.
100%
That's
War
a
Machine.
War Machine.
Or I mean Falcon. You know what I mean? But War.
I was thinking Falcon should be one that can. He's a flying vanguard. That
flying
would make
vanguard,
so
yeah.
much sense.
But he was like,
They need Falcon though. They do.
I never saw the movie. How was the movie? Did you guys see it?
God, it's
Bro,
so
it's gonna be
good.
on
It's
Disney
good?
Plus soon. It's
Okay.
really good.
It's actually low key one of my
Is
favorite
it that
Captain
good?
America
Because I was
movies.
scared for a second.
No, it's just the imagery, and then Harrison Ford's such a beautiful man. Like he just does his work. Like, bro, it was gorgeous. The fight scenes were on point. There's like a particular one over the ocean where they got like a little time thing they got to do, and it's like, oh man, I was sitting there on the edge of my seat the whole time. And I'm gonna be honest, Captain America doesn't make me feel like that.
Okay.
Like
No, don't do that because Age of Ultron was a fire ass.
that's
movie.
an Avengers movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Was
Age of
it
Ultron
Civil
is
War?
an Avengers.
Oh.
Or
Civil
you mean
War
Winter
is
Soldier?
It
fire.
didn't feel like it. But okay. All
But
right.
Civil War was fire, but Zolo watched every single movie spot on it. That before we got to see the movie, I saw all the best parts.
That's not even true.
See,
Yes.
spoiled.
No, I
was
just
just
watched
like, it
even
kinda
all
felt
the
like it was-
promo that they put out.
And
Like,
the thing is, people agreed that this was like not the move. That they stopped doing it
They have
like
to
that.
stop doing
they
it.
have to stop putting this in
Stop
the promo
spoiling
out.
the movie for everybody.
And they started lying in the promo now too. So
That's
that's,
true,
on
they
y'all.
cut
That's why
it
we've
did-
seen
it
Hulk in the
did
Infinity
feel
War
like an
trailer
Avengers
because of
movie,
y'all.
if
Yeah.
we're being honest.
But
But
the
that's
last
what
thing-
Captain America is. But Captain by himself without any Avengers in it, that's probably my favorite movie of all time of Cap. With
Winter
no
Soldier.
Avengers in it.
Winter
Yeah.
I don't
Fire.
think I can put it above
Winter
Winter
Soldier.
Soldier.
I was like, Winter Soldier was
It
fire.
was good though.
Winter
And
Soldier.
seeing Black Captain America is fire. So you definitely need to see
You're
it.
right. You're right.
But-
Winter Soldier and then
Winter Soldier.
The
and
last
then
thing
Civil
that I
War.
want to
Yeah.
say about Marvel Rivals before we officially transition over to full MCU dope conversation is I believe firmly that Ultron is not the second hero of the season. I think
We're gonna get Blade.
that it's gonna be Blade.
Well, hopefully
That makes
they got him
He's
sense.
sleeping
hemmed
in
up.
Wakanda right now.
They had him hemmed
Blade
up
would
for
be
Black
so
History Month.
dope.
That's crazy.
They did
I
have him
know,
in the
that
for
would've
Black
been-
History Month.
that
would've
on
been
some crazy
fire.
type shit. But I think they're like want us to think it's Ultron, but like I don't think we beat Ultron until season 2 ends.
And so that's what we get for
So
the
season-
next
so
season.
we might get Ultron season 3. That's what I think.
What do
That
you
makes
think Blade's
sense.
That's my theory.
That's the fake out because we thought we were going to get. Well, we didn't think we were going to get Blade before the last season ended, but
A lot of
we
people
thought
did.
he was going to be coming in the next season.
Wow.
And then they tricked us and gave us the Fantastic Four, which I mean, shout out to them.
Yeah.
No, that was after that
They've
because
been dope.
Blade was in the worlds that we're sitting there and we're like, oh, we see him.
Right.
He's the next character model, and that was when the Fantastic Four had dropped. So
True,
But that's
they
my
gave us
theory.
Emma
Yeah.
Frost out of fucking nowhere. But I
That's
mean,
my theory. So we'll
shout out
see.
to her. I gotta see.
I put that theory
I'd
out
see that.
officially on some different Facebook groups, but it's now going to be official on the podcast. So if we do get Blade season 2.5, you heard it here first. But
Tight.
are you excited about Hennyboyz D&D?
Hell yeah, dog. Okay, so this is my thing.
Because man,
All right, so this is my thing. First of all, you're gonna get annoyed. I'm telling you ahead of time. You're gonna get annoyed as shit
already know.
because
I'm predicting.
you're the dungeon master, right?
Indeed.
So you're all right because off GP. Okay,
I'm ready for it.
Have we
I had a phone
confirmed-
conversation today with my most studied dungeon master homie, Nazoa.
Shout out to Nazoa.
Yeah, shout out to Nazoa.
Yeah, the server master.
We had a half an hour conversation about it. He already everything I told him about what I have set up right now. He's like, yes. And then we had a bunch of conversations about how loose you got to keep stuff. of how you don't really come up with a full plan because it got to be kind of based off of what
Those are good.
the group is
Those are
doing.
good strategies to go into.
Like, of course, because
Just-
I know who that's the dungeon master.
I was about to say, you just asked a bunch of.
I just asked a bunch of niggas to
just
play
asked a
Dungeons
bunch
and
of
Dragons,
niggas to
and
go-
I know
And
they're
we're-
gonna be niggas about
The
it.
best part is we all played Baldur's Gate 3. Shout out to you again.
Mhm.
That's on you. Yeah, Baldur's
that
Gate
game's
3,
amazing, bro.
100%, 10 out of 10 deserves game of the year. It was a phenomenal game. We'll easily play Baldur's Gate 4, 5, and 6. whenever
But
they
Larry and
drop.
I making that Callisto. What are you doing over here? Get away.
But
Get
I
away.
will say this: we were niggly the entire time. That shit was funny as hell. Nabi kept stealing stuff.
Mhm.
Timmy kept trying to do whatever the heck. Timmy kept trying to bring the dead back to life and talk to him about nothing. Yeah, just talk to him about like just yapping.
Necromancy is
I would
fire.
do that.
Bruh. He
I'm
was
not even gonna lie, I would do that.
Necromancy.
Timmy
Definitely
was yapping the entire
Especially
time.
if I have like speaking with animals, any
Yeah.
animal I see, I'm talking to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Timmy.
Talk to animals. Talk
Yeah.
to everybody. Talk
And
to everybody.
not-
Information
Not
is power.
We had Muff not even playing half the time. Like we, you know, what
Shout
I'm
out to Jose.
Shout out to Jose.
Who was Jose? Who played
Me.
Jose? Who's
Me.
played Jose
I
first?
love
I
I played
Jose.
Jose.
Yeah.
In Act 3, I gave Jose the dopest fucking kid in
Yeah,
Act 3, bro.
yeah.
I knew.
He had the sword armor combo. It
He
was
had a
going
dope
crazy.
helmet from
Bro,
Severac. Yeah.
Shout out to TC. He talked like a whole. Well, there was a whole campaign we would have had to do. He just talked the dude into killing himself and his homies. I was like, this is awesome.
I know who you talking about.
Yeah, we didn't have to do. Shout out to
That's
the
some
bar.
Act 2 shit.
So this is what I'm saying. Like you're gonna get a very whimsical.
Oh, it's gonna be
like.
it's gonna be great.
Did you guys ever watch that movie, the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was so
It
funny.
was good. It was
Yeah.
funny. That's what your experience is gonna be like. Being the
can't
I'm
Dungeon
so
Master.
excited,
Gotta
dude.
do that.
But so in the spirit of D&D and getting back into that, Dungeons and Dragons has a alignment system that like the internet took by storm eventually at some point, where everybody's just trying to figure out what your D&D alignment is. It's a 9-grid alignment that goes from lawful to neutral to chaotic, and it also goes from good to neutral to evil. And so you hit all those quadrants and you get lawful good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral, lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. And what we want to do today for this very special, that's Zola on the Henny thing right now. So let me
Yeah.
mute this.
Shout out to
Shout out to Zola one more time. What we're gonna do for
Can't wait
y'all,
for Valheim. I'm sorry.
that's gonna be fire
It's gonna
too.
be tight.
It's gonna be it's all type of shit happening.
It's
Y'all
a lot
gotta
of
tune
shit
in.
happening. It's a lot of shit
But in honor of the Dungeons and Dragons alignment system and our Marvel fandom, today we're gonna debate where characters in the MCU fall on this alignment
Let's do this.
chart. And you told me that. Do I need to explain what all these mean in some terms?
Explain it to me like I was a child.
All right, cool. So, in a sense, lawful speaks not necessarily to following the law, but following rules or codes. Clearly, you know what neutral is.
Yep.
And then chaotic is like, I don't care about any type of order.
Gotcha.
And so, when you have like,
Just evil for evil's sake. So the Joker.
not evil.
Well, okay, but chaotic would be Joker.
Because chaotic is not caring about rules. So,
Right.
I'll give you one example of a character for each one. A lawful good, I don't want to use no MCU characters because we're about to fucking debate that.
Right.
Like a lawful good Robin Hood is actually
He would be neutral.
No, chaotic.
chaotic good is Robin Hood
Yeah,
He would be chaotic good. Why? Because he does a bunch.
because he steals from people.
True.
it's not lawful.
He
It's not
steals from
lawful.
the rich to give to the poor, so he doesn't really care about rules.
But it is good what he's
But
doing.
it is good
I
that he's
understand.
doing ultimately.
Beer.
In fact, I gotta shoot this.
I know. I have the
She's
same
on.
thing. Yeah,
Let's
she's
go.
on her second.
Let's
Hey,
go.
I'm not gonna let her do it.
I was gonna wait for you guys.
In fact, let me not come up with examples of these characters. Let me do
I was
like,
about to say, let me do it. I want to do it. So go ahead and explain good through evil, and then I'll give you guys examples of all the
Thank you, sir.
existing ones
Of course.
Okay.
with Disney characters.
So you're gonna do it with Disney characters. All right, cool. So I pulled up
Hey,
this
Star Wars is technically Disney now, so
straight from r/Dungeons and Dragons on Reddit, posted by Deleted. These, when it comes to the D&D alignments, thought they were kind of like lawful good. I shall follow the rules and do good deeds. Lawful neutral. I shall follow the rules as they are written. Lawful evil. I follow my own code. I follow the rules, but I twist them to suit me. So that's all the lawfuls.
like
we went
Grey
down.
Jedi.
Like some great Jedi type of
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
Then they go to neutral. Neutral good. I help people if they are in my way. True neutral. I do whatever I need in order to accomplish my goals.
Okay.
Chaotic neutral. Oh no, neutral evil rather. That's not.
That doesn't make any sense.
They're putting these in the fucking random order.
Right. Well, because hold on, what would even chaotic neutral look like?
Okay, so
You're
Chaotic neutral. I just want to have fun. That's what it says.
That's bureaucracy.
Chaotic good says, I will always do the right thing. Fuck everyone and everything else that says otherwise. Yeah.
Okay.
And
But how
then-
about neutral?
That's chaotic good.
Okay.
Do I need to start over?
No. I'm following. Go ahead.
Okay. So the last one we have is chaotic evil, which is I will kill everyone around me just because I can.
Okay, so here's what I got for all of them using Disney characters.
Go ahead, Boots. Let's go.
Lawful good is Li Shang from Mulan.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Neutral
I agree
good, Pocahontas.
Okay.
Okay.
Chaotic good, Robin Hood.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Fox,
let's do
yep.
that. You
Okay.
did say that, yeah.
Mhm.
The best Robin Hood.
Little
Lo-
Fox.
Besides Russell Crowe, I liked his, but all right. Go ahead.
Or I was gonna say, Mel
Men in
Brooks. Yep, Men
Oh,
in
yeah, I was
Tights.
gonna say
Yep.
Men in
Men in
was fire,
Tights.
yeah.
I made him watch it. He's like, Dave Chappelle's in this? I'm
Yeah,
like,
that
oh
shit
yeah.
was-
it's a classic. Don't you?
It's
Yeah, Men in Tights is
love
a
it.
classic, bro.
Lawful neutral, Zazu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
True neutral, Tinkerbell. I
Tinkerbell
don't know if I
wasn't-
agree with this.
Yeah, she
I
was
think
about
she's
that.
more chaotic neutral.
Nah, Tinkerbell had an agenda.
She had an
but that's what it
agenda,
says.
but
it's
it
just accomplishing my goals.
it
Whatever I
hurt.
need to do.
Yeah, no, you know what?
She's
That's
doing
Tinkerbell.
she's
Yeah,
doing
true
her
neutral.
job, I
Pretty
guess.
neutral. Yeah,
Um,
I just work here. Kind
Yeah.
of shit? Yeah.
Hell
Okay.
The Cheshire Cat from
That fucking
Alice
cat scared the shit out
in
of me.
Wonderland is
I know.
chaotic neutral, which makes sense.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, he's chaotic
I don't
neutral.
think
Yeah,
chaotic.
he's just chaotic.
yeah, for chaotic's sake, he's an asshole.
Exactly.
But he's kind of an asshole.
He's not
Didn't he-
good, but he's not bad. He helps her, but he also doesn't really help her.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Yeah, that's some chaos.
he's not good or
for you.
bad. He's neutral.
That cat.
chaos
He's
for
just
you.
doing what he wants.
I promise.
Lawful
Okay,
evil?
Frollo, Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's
Was he?
lawful evil. Yep.
Yeah.
100%. He did evil things using the law.
Using
he
the
was,
law
he
or his
was
own code.
murdering
Politicians.
people
Okay.
and
Got
shit
you.
like that.
100% politician is a great way to look at lawful
Gotcha.
evil.
Yeah.
Got you.
Jafar is neutral evil. He just wants to be king of Agrabah.
Yeah.
So that's
He
one.
kind of hoed though. He's he kind of hoed. Like, cause remember he pretended to be a person
Yeah.
to get his hands on the whoop. That's like doing
Which
a
is
lot.
evil.
Yeah, but
But
that's
it's
doing a lot.
not chaotic evil.
What you mean?
No.
You
Because
that's
what's
stolen
chaotic
identity.
evil, Boots?
Hold on.
Chaotic evil
Joke.
is Chernobog. So that is the massive. I'm going to get this as a tattoo.
That's crazy.
It's the massive gargoyle-like creature from Fantasia. If you played Kingdom Hearts, he's one of the last villains. He's
Yeah.
just this big,
Bring
like
that up, yeah. Let me see.
Can you
he's
spell
this
that? Oh, she got it.
big.
That's a big dude. Who the
That's
fuck
a
is
big
that?
dude.
Yeah,
That's a
it's just
big dude.
it's just a demon sitting on top of a mountain, just like killing shit. Like, yeah.
That's an asshole.
If you want
That's
other,
chaotic evil.
if you want other examples, Maleficent.
She's an asshole too.
She's chaotic evil.
She's an asshole for asshole's sake.
That's chaotic evil is literally asshole for asshole's
Yeah.
sake. I will kill everyone because I can.
Some
Chaotic evil.
men just want to watch the world burn.
So,
I got you.
I think we have a good understanding
Okay.
Yeah.
of all of them. And so, what we want to do is go through the list of
Marvel
characters in
characters.
Marvel.
I got you.
And then we're going to debate whether or not they go somewhere. And what's
Okay.
going to happen is three of us, so we're going to always have a majority rule. If we all agree, easily put someone in the spot. If we have some disagreement, people just need to explain why they think what they think. And then, but it doesn't matter because majority wins.
Out of curiosity, how many of the wait, so we're doing Marvel Rivals characters, right? Or are we
No,
doing
wait,
MCU.
Okay,
No,
because
hold
that's
on.
what I brought. That's what I brought
Yeah,
up.
'cause
It's
we're
like
just-
42 motherfuckers in here. Like I'm just curious about how y'all feel about that.
That's totally
No,
fine.
that's fine.
That's a lot of people.
We can do it.
If we can get
We'll-
through them all,
we'll
and if we
get
don't
through
get
what
them
we
all,
can.
I think
we'll
that's
get
why
through
we
what
have beer. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Bingo.
Beer.
All right.
And so remember that we're doing only the MCU versions, which means that everything about what justifies your decision to put them somewhere
MCU.
Can't from
has
the
to
comic
be
books
from
or
the
anything
MCU.
like
It's
that.
from the MCU, from what we've seen on the screen. I got you. Let's do this.
So who's our first character?
Iron Man.
Clearly,
Iron Man is gonna be a. I'm gonna say it's neutral. It's,
It's
good
neutral
neutral.
good.
Thank you. Yeah.
I would put Iron Man
Good
under
neutral.
neutral good.
Yeah, because before the movies, I would say he was lawful neutral, and then after the movies, after the events of Iron Man 1,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
once
you're
he
right.
becomes Iron Man,
Yeah.
He's
trying to do good. He doesn't follow the law, but he's not really chaotic about it. So a neutral good.
He tries to with the Sokovia Accords.
Kinda.
He tried to be lawful
Yeah.
good for
He
the
tried to.
Sokovia Accords, which is
It-
funny because who was the neutral good one in
Exactly.
that
They
fucking
switched.
debate?
That's crazy
They
how it works.
totally
They
fucking
switched.
switched
Yeah.
roles during that period.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
But is he next on the list? He should
no,
be.
it's Spider-Man.
That's funny. I'm 100% putting Spider-Man in neutral good too.
No. Not neutral good. He's a
so.
kid. He's just fucking
He's-
good for goodness sake. He doesn't even like. He's just like he's a young kid.
Here's the thing. Here's where it gets kind of sticky because he's stopping.
Sticky.
He's stopping people from breaking the law. All
Right.
of his stuff is around the law.
Right.
But
Lawful
being
good.
if we took away vigilante, I think he would be lawful good.
The only thing that vigilante thing. Yeah, now that you throw that in there though.
Because he's not for any of the corruption that the law represents, but he is following a code that is the law.
I disagree staunchly.
We can. Well, no.
I wouldn't say staunchly.
I would, though.
say
That's
that
why I
there's
said
a.
it.
I would say, listen,
Spider-Man is like a poster child for what it means to be neutral good. And neutral good is the alignment that I aspire to be in real life. Because it's not necessarily caring about the rules as anyone else sets them or the laws as anyone else sets them. It cares about what is good overall and what can I do to make sure good happens.
I feel that.
The moment that a hero puts on the mask, you almost eliminate them from lawful good. I'm sure as we go down the list, we'll find one. And I know that Cap is going to be the lawful good
He
one.
has to be.
He-
Because
Cap is going to be
they
the
put
lawful
the
good.
mask on him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But see, based off of your representation of what true neutral good is, then I would put Cap under that as well, because Cap is saying, like, at a certain point, fuck the
because
Sokovia
Sokovia
Accords.
Accord,
It's
so
about
he-
doing the right thing.
Right.
He wouldn't be lawful good.
But
then.
we also established that...
Rhodey would be lawful good.
Okay, let's...
Brody,
War
we're-
Machine.
We're jumping characters, but let's
That's
do
fine.
it.
Yeah,
No,
no,
let's do
let
it.
it
We
happen
jumped-
naturally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, we can let it happen naturally.
Yeah.
Because,
So,
he's in
War
there.
Machine is 100% lawful good. We got to put him there. But
Yeah.
we established that Cap was neutral good for the period of Civil War.
Up
but if
until
you
then,
take
though.
if you take his whole entire career, most of the time he's falling under the lawful good.
70-30.
Proponent.
We
Now-
have to do it to him. 70-30. But then we can do the opposite for Iron Man because 70-30. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing:
That's
can
not
you
right.
be neutral good while you're still being lawful good? So if he's always neutral good, if he's neutral good 100% of the time, then I would argue he's always neutral good. Because if the law changes, all right, what if it changes overnight and it's like
That was Rhodey.
The
segregating
best
people?
hands are still our own.
Well, what's he gonna
But
do?
that was Rhodey though.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You didn't Rhodey the entire time because Rhodey did.
At a certain point, all of them break the law because the Accords become the law, and they all decide to fuck the Accords at a certain
Yeah,
point.
in Infinity War, when he's like, "You need to arrest him, Rhodey,"
He was like,
"Yeah, I'm not gonna do that."
What he technically said was, I'll get right on it. Turns off the thing, he's like, that's a court martial.
That's-
And then proceeds to let whatever happen happen.
Exactly.
That's
he
what
wasn't
happened.
pursuing it though.
But,
Yeah,
but he didn't say like you didn't get court
I
martial.
mean, if we take law at like it's what it
I would
is,
say
not what
Rhodey-
it's supposed to be,
Rhodey's
but
the
what it is.
pinnacle of-
Part of the law is letting people that like your homies get away. So
Wait.
he's still lawful good.
Hold on. I take it back. No. We all overlooked somebody. Black Panther is clearly lawful good, 100%.
He's lawful
Black
good.
Panther.
He's the
according-
king.
Good?
He's
Well,
the king of
according
his
to
own.
He creates his own
Wakanda.
law.
He creates
That's
his
some
own
bullshit.
law. He creates his own law and stands by it to 100. He's lawful good, and everything that he does is for the preservation of society.
True, neutral. No,
Neutral good. No.
How is he neutral?
Lawful
Good?
The
neutral.
first
No,
movie-
He
lawful
doesn't.
neutral.
No.
Lawful
The
neutral.
first movie. He tells his
Civil War.
father that even though it would be protocol to turn away his own brother if any type of what's the word, betrayal happens, right? That his father
He said he
followed
should've-
it to a T, but he was like, you should have taken care of that kid.
He said you
too."
should have brought the kid home. That's all he said. You should have
But
brought the
according
kid
to the
home.
law, you don't bring home somebody that's not from Wakanda.
He is though. He's
to-
got the tag on
He's
him.
not from Wakanda though.
He is. He's got the
He's not
tag.
from Wakanda.
He's not
He's
from
got the
Wakanda.
tag.
He's Wakandan, but he's not from Wakanda.
Bro,
Wakanda.
the only way that you get the tat is being Wakandan. That's it. That's how it works.
No,
His dad
you
gave
can
him
get
the
it
tag.
from a
Who-
Wakandan.
Because his dad's Wakandan.
His dad-
That means you
Wakandan.
got a key. You have the golden
No.
ticket, dog. You're Wakanda.
But
You're
look,
one of us.
No.
if me and Boots have a kid out here,
And
they're
even-
not from Chicago.
But peep that.
Because I'm from Chicago.
They're 50%
Even
Chicago.
though
you
they're
know what I'm
wearing
saying?
the Bulls
They're
jerseys,
Chicago
they might
wear,
wear
but they're
Bulls
from
jerseys.
here.
All right,
No.
so Pete, let me see this. Hold on. So let me say this. First of all, Black Panther 100% was lawful good the entire time. He was mad at his dad for not doing what he was supposed to do. He was like, all of y'all were wrong. Y'all hold the system. And you hold the system. You hold the world for not
They
allowing the
made
world
that
to
part
know.
of the system. That was part of their
So,
law. He
check
was
it.
saying this shouldn't be part of the law.
Because he was
This shouldn't
lawful
Check it.
good. He was
Check
good
it.
for like the
You
overall.
guys, we can't get stuck on the word lawful to think that it necessarily means whatever everyone deems the law to be. Lawful in the states of lawful good, lawful neutral, and lawful evil also speaks to having a code that you follow. And so I think Black Panther fits under lawful neutral,
but
because
so does Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's neutral good.
He has a code.
He does good.
But Black Panther doesn't.
Spider-Man doesn't have a code.
Good thing.
Spider-Man doesn't have a code.
Hold on, time out.
With great power comes great responsibility. It's not
That's
a
a
code.
code.
That's
Yes,
not
it
a
is.
code. That's a mantra.
There's things
That's a creed.
underneath
That's not a code.
code.
No,
creed
do you
is
know?
code.
No, do you know what a code is? A code in like somebody that's lawful evil could be like, my code is I really only kill assholes if they have something that I really want. That's my code. I'm gonna kill people whether they're good or they're bad, but I'm only gonna kill them if they have what I want. That's my personal code for killing. So lawful can speak to having a particular code, and I think that what we are trying to attribute to Black Panther about the laws created by Wakanda is just the code of the Wakandan people of staying out of other people's shit.
I'm just saying,
not even
if
staying
you're
out of
going,
other people's shit, keeping other people out of
our shit.
Yeah.
Based off that, I think all three characters are lawful good. Then, I'm just saying, even Spider-Man.
I wouldn't disagree then.
Spider-Man, Cap, and Black Panther all are lawful good. That makes the most sense because, like I said, even Spidey doesn't just let people go if they've done like atrocious things.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Okay, look, lawful good characters prioritize following the law and tradition while also acting with compassion and sense of duty. Neutral good characters prioritize doing what's right, often acting altruistically and without necessarily adhering to strict laws or traditions.
Hold on, so let me
Spider-Man
say this.
doesn't have strict laws or traditions. He's an altruist. He just helps people. All
right, cool. So
that's
Black
Panther
then, by that fucking definition, would be lawful good. By the definition you just said.
You know what?
Panther
I'm with him. You know what?
100%.
Black Panther,
But the
100%
thing is,
lawful good.
That's what I would say for Cap too.
That's 2-1.
I
tried to argue that Cap was lawful good, but y'all was
no. I said Cap was lawful good 100%.
No,
I did too. Y'all were stuck on Civil War, being
I said 70-30.
Civil War, he stopped fucking with the
ball. He did.
But Captain America is the poster child of lawful good. He has to be on lawful good.
I would say 70-30. I would say him and Iron Man are.
So right now we got lawful good. We have War Machine, Black Panther, and Cap. And for neutral good, we have Iron Man and Spider-Man.
I'll take that.
I think that's 100%.
I'll take that. Where's the Hulk?
If we not sliding Black Panther to lawful neutral,
where's the Hulk sin? Chaotic good. Niggas crazy.
I would say
chaotic good.
Bruce Banner is neutral good. Hulk is
neutral
chaotic.
Yeah, chaotic
and it
neutral.
Depends on
chaotic neutral.
No, we're MCU. Hulk was. I would say chaotic good.
Hulk is chaotic.
No, because remember, when Ragnarok came around, he was Hulk most of the time on that planet, and he was just doing Hulk. He was chilling.
Right, but he wasn't just sitting there killing people. Like he just
that's
got
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
himself.
He was just chilling.
Yeah, that's why I think he's chaotic
he was
good.
Chilling at the house.
Yeah,
so
because he doesn't want bad things to happen either. The only time we actually see him in the MCU, because let's think about the MCU, the only time he ever actually fucking freaks out is because he was under Wanda's control.
Yeah, that's the only time he ever did anything bad.
Yeah,
I'm struggling to put him under the good category.
Chaotic
though.
neutral.
I feel like he's definitely more in one of these neutral categories.
If you had to fuse both of them together, they probably have to be chaotic neutral.
Yeah, chaotic neutral.
Okay, if we're putting Hulk and Banner together, chaotic neutral, I'll go with that.
He's gonna move. Chaotic neutral.
It's just I do feel like Banner most of the time wants to be good, but I think Hulk doesn't think about that.
Banner doesn't care about being good as much as he cares about staying out of trouble.
He's trying not to kill everybody.
But wasn't that the whole point of his experiments was to create something that would get rid of all disease or something like that?
Yeah, but people like this though.
No, the Hulk shit was they were trying to copy the super soldier serum.
Oh,
that's what everything comes down to. That's not what he was necessarily trying to do, but the project of the Hulk shit.
What's him like him? What was he trying to do?
It was something about it was a gamma project.
He was just studying gamma waves.
Neutral, yeah, he's definitely neutral.
Chaotic neutral, just because the Hulk part. True neutral if it was only Banner.
If it was only Banner, but it's not.
Agreed.
In fact, they don't even say it just says Hulk. They don't even fucking mention
that's
it.
Fair.
All right, Sam.
Sam is neutral good.
Neutral good.
Sam is neutral good, and I think that's why Captain America passed the mantle to him, because Captain America, through the arc of the MCU, realized that being lawful good doesn't necessarily work, and that's why that's at the end of Cap's arc. He is neutral good, because so he's going to pass the buck to somebody else neutral good.
Because remember, that's the only way he was able to pick up Mjolnir. He was ready to kill Thanos. That's why he was able to pick up Mjolnir. Because prior to that, he wasn't ready to kill anybody. And in order to be able to wield the power of it, you have to be able to make that decision. So that's when he became...
That's a compelling theory for why he couldn't lift the hammer.
Yeah, that's why.
I think...
In my opinion, that's what I think happened.
I'm going to tell you right
He wasn't
now.
ready to kill him when he was at the crib in Age of Ultron. He wasn't ready to kill anybody. He didn't have to. But then once it got down, he was about to see Thor die. Everything blew up. He was like, no, run that. And so he was able to like wield. He was about to die. He was like, run. Remember, he stood against like his whole army ready to die.
On some Captain America.
On some Captain America shit.
No,
with Mjolnir.
The theory I had when we were leaving Infinity War, because I said this in the parking lot at the Century City AMC, was that I don't know what's going to happen in the next movie, but I know that Captain can hold that hammer. And in Age of Ultron, he was faking out because he's Captain America.
And he's not trying to
knows
embarrass the homie
if
Thor,
he picks
bro.
it up, it's going to be chaos. So
Yeah.
because he's Captain, he didn't pick it up. And guess what?
He
picked it up in the next fucking movie.
Yeah, he picked it up when he had to
But-
kill somebody.
Do we agree that Sam Wilson
I'm saying
agreed.
yeah.
neutral?
I like
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
your
neutral
assessment.
good.
I
Yeah.
think you're
I like neutral
correct.
good.
There
Yeah.
we go.
I think you're
So
correct.
who's next? Because
So,
we did Cap.
After I got one, Cap,
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
She's funny.
Oh,
She's on the list. That's
she's
crazy.
up. That's
Oh,
who's
I know.
next?
I know
Yeah.
who's on the list. I watch
Boots.
these movies.
He's
Okay,
right
but where are we putting Wanda Maximoff?
Is it-
Chaotic, fucking. No, she went crazy. No,
You
no,
have to-
She went. She's evil. She went crazy. We all saw it.
It's
we all
not
saw.
evil though, because what happened at the end of Mom?
It's the sum of all of it. You can't just say
You can't know
that she
She's
was
too
evil in the
complex.
last movie that she was in, so she's
Yeah.
evil.
Bro,
Like,
okay, cool.
take
She
some
destroyed
bullshit.
the Darkhold in all
R.I.P. though.
universes,
Let's-
so
let's-
nobody could do what she did again.
Let's think about her. We're just trying to give her a pass. Baby girl enslaved an entire town just because she was mad about her babies, and then went on to start murking a lot of people. She murked a lot of niggas, and
She did
then
murk a lot of niggas.
and then tried to justify it. Then proceeded to go crazier than that. You know what I'm saying? Tried to trick Doctor Strange. Multitude of Madness is wild.
Multiverse
And
Madness is
then ended up dying on some like zombie strange shit. No, she's
wild. No, she
So-
sacrificed herself.
at the end. No.
So-
Don't do that. She was beaten.
She sacrificed herself.
So Wanda Maximoff
Crazy.
is the Chaos Witch. She is chaotic neutral.
That's where I was
Everything
going to.
she has done is chaos.
Mm-hmm.
She's done good. She's done bad. She's done both on multitude of scales. She
Mm-hmm.
literally destroyed the Infinity Stone to save the
True.
entire world.
In
She
the
didn't.
head of the
she
man
had-
that she
True.
loved.
She had no
True.
idea that Thanos could do what he did.
True.
Like
she was
like,
ready to give it up for
everything.
yeah. Okay.
Everything
Yeah.
she did in Westview, like at a certain point she knew but didn't know. That's chaos. That's yin and
Yeah.
yang. She balances both of them.
Chaotic
she is
neutral.
chaotic neutral.
I'm gonna
She
give you
made,
she
she
can
made the
be
solid
the
argument.
Yeah, that's
You
a
can't
solid
fight the argument.
I don't know if you can be more chaotic neutral
Yeah,
than her.
that's a solid argument. I can't even hold you because she did have to kill Vision. Ah, that's crazy. That scene was
Yeah.
tough.
That
Yeah.
That scene was
fuck,
tough.
bro. Yeah.
And
That's
then
such a
she
good
did
movie.
let go of
Yes.
Westview
Infinity
eventually
War's
too.
top one.
She
keep
had
saying it.
like she was.
And with the babies, yeah.
All right, Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah,
Chaotic
chaotic
neutral.
good.
Who's next?
Oh, chaotic neutral. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Who's next? Who we got?
Thor. Who is Thor? I would say he's lawful.
Thor's
I
He's
would
lawful good.
He's
Thor's
lawful
not-
good.
Thor's
He's
not
lawful good.
I think he is.
He's
Off
only
of
done.
God standards. He
Yeah,
is.
He's only done
He's a
what was
god.
necessary to.
Think about it in those standards.
He's only done what was necessary to preserve Asgard. That's all he's ever done. Like that's it. He ain't done shit else.
His code is to make sure that
Protect
people
Asgard.
flourish. It's not
Yeah.
just Asgard.
He
He
even-
saved Earth too.
And then he even
But
gave
can
up
you-
God. He even gave up being king of Asgard because he was like, I'm not that good at it. You are.
So
Go ahead.
one might say giving up the king being the next in line would be against one's tradition.
Not if-
Code
Not I'll say code. Not if passing on
against
the-
their code.
Against
He
code,
doesn't
against
believe
tradition.
he has enough of the code down in order to be. It can be both, but
so
I
he
think it's
doesn't
still
think that
lawful
he's
Also,
lawful
good.
time out.
good
Hold
because
on.
he thinks
No, no.
he's neutral.
But it
good.
doesn't matter because he already proved that he's lawful good because he was able to wield Mjolnir again. So it doesn't even fucking matter.
You don't have to be lawful. Okay, if we got okay.
Come on, dog.
If niggas who you're nah, okay.
Come on, dog.
You know
That's-
what?
yeah,
I'll
give
give
it
y'all.
to-
I'll give it
he's
to-
definitely
I'll give it.
lawful
I'm not
good.
gonna
What
debate
you
y'all
talking
on Thor. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I want
Okay.
to say neutral good. I'm on record saying that, but you know,
Wait.
2B's one.
Nick Fury. This is gonna be good.
Love and Thunder makes me rethink that.
Love and Thunder.
I think you're right.
Love and Thunder. We don't talk about that.
Listen, I actually love
It's not a bad. It's not
I love
bad.
that
Yes,
movie.
it is.
I actually
Nope,
do.
they're both
Not
lying.
bad.
No.
It was a bad
No.
movie. You know, it
I
was.
watched it again recently.
You watch it again. One
There's
more
only
It's not
the
bad.
only thing
Bad
I
movie.
can say
It's
about
not
that
great.
movie is
It's
it
not
just
bad.
should have had more gore.
It should have
shoulda had
not
more
done
gore.
what it did. It tried to
Should've
be.
not done
It tried to be what we got out of Guardians of the Galaxy, but a Thor movie. And it's like, you're not this. Don't do this. Do what you did.
It's not that bad. Have you seen Secret Invasion?
Okay, look.
I
we're
did
not-
see Secret
look,
Invasion. I would
That's
watch
bad.
that again
What
over
is
fucking
Secret Invasion? You would really watch Secret Invasion again before you watch Love and
over
Thunder?
Love and
This
Thunder.
nigga.
No.
No.
That was
Listen to me.
years jail.
Listen to
Get
me.
him out of
Listen
here.
to me.
I don't
Just
ever
gotta
want
move
to
on. Explain why. Hey, explain to me who that little girl was again. Explain to me her. Who was she?
Okay, so she's Gore's daughter.
We're not about to do this. No, we're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
They
We gotta
hold
move
the
on.
shit out
Nah,
of
we gotta
Christian
move-
Bale.
we
They
gotta move
hold
on.
this.
They
He was
hold
the-
him a little bit.
He
They
was
did.
the
That's
only
what I
one.
just said. I just said they hold him. That
We're
was
moving
the
on.
one
He was,
thing.
Moving on.
he was
Okay.
acting.
Who's
in
next
that.
on the list?
Nick Fury. Nick Fury's next.
Nick Fury is
Lawful
true
good.
neutral.
True.
You got y'all gonna default.
No, no, no,
to
I didn't say-
lawful
I didn't say
good
lawful
all
good. I didn't
goddamn
say-
day. What the
I don't know
I
about
didn't say-
true neutral.
I can't say
Nick
lawful
Is
good.
there
Fury
not lawful
is
neutral?
the spy of spies.
Yeah,
He's
can't.
not following any sort of
Yeah,
code
there's
of
no way.
It's spy
ethics.
code.
He has a code.
Listen,
I ain't gonna take it from you.
listen.
See-
I need
see-
y'all
see-
to remember.
Now he's like a rogue.
I
Though.
need
don't know
y'all
how
to
you
remember
would-
what True Neutral said. I will do anything I need to accomplish my goals.
I would say
He
that.
doesn't have a code. He
He's-
has goals, and he will do whatever the fuck he needs to do
Not
to
true.
accomplish those
No.
goals. Oh my god.
He's
I
almost. He
think-
leans toward the side of good.
What's her face? What's her face?
Max?
In Thunderbolts, she's the Nick Fury of the Thunderbolts. What's her
Maybe
face with the white?
Contessa.
She is true neutral. If you put them both together, I think he would be neutral good. I'll get out of lawful. I think he's neutral good.
I think
she's
both
true neutral.
I would say neutral good.
Really?
She is just a different flavor of Nick Fury. And everything is a spectrum. So some people might be more true neutral than
But he
others.
wants to do what's right.
That's
That's
what I'm
why
saying.
he
He
had
wants
the
to
scrolls.
be a good person.
He doesn't want to be a good person.
He wants to make sure people are good, though.
He want to protect the world.
There you go.
That's being
But
a good
that's
person.
no, it's not.
We need
No,
to.
Or
it's
she
not.
just wants to do her job.
Her job is protecting the world. Her job is protecting America. Her job is protecting our nation. And she will do whatever she needs to
she'll
do
do some evil
to
shit.
solve that
She'll
job.
do some evil
Nick
shit.
Fury will do whatever he needs to do to solve that job. True neutral.
I don't know. I would give him
True
more of a
neutral.
I
good
think
lean.
you could go back and forth, but I can see your argument.
I understand what you're saying. They're spies at the end of the day, but I would
I
say
think
he's
so.
leaning a little more to the left.
Yeah.
He's leaning more
If
towards
we were to
good,
look
but
at
he's
his
not,
coat-
he didn't tip
if
the
we-
scale of good.
If we were to look at his KOTOR, right, like and saw the smoke around
Right.
him, he'd
It'd
have a
be
little blue.
It'd be a little blue in there.
Yeah.
It'd be a little
Hers would be gray as fuck. Like it'll just be gray.
Yeah, it'd be a stormy day in there.
Yeah,
It'd be a
100%.
story
Okay,
but we all give me true neutral for Nick. So who you got?
So Black Widow.
yes.
I like how she just bringing up whoever.
Well,
and he
because
got a whole
she's
list.
not wrong.
All right, where we putting? Where's Black Widow?
I think she's true neutral.
Another spy.
Yeah. Well,
I think
okay.
the spies, yeah.
Okay, so that means what? Clint Barton is also true neutral because he's up.
I
there
would
too.
say he's neutral good.
I would call him a spy.
No.
Because-
No, hell no, Ronan.
Ronan?
Fuck no. Yeah, no, Ronan.
Ronan.
No, hell no. He was. They even called him. He was like, he's doing a lot.
He was traumatized though, because what? Remember?
excuses.
Stop
Remember-
bringing up people's
No,
trauma.
no, no, no.
His trauma is fine. He could be
He
traumatized
wouldn't-
all day.
he
That
wouldn't
doesn't
have-
mean
I
that his
got
alignment is
I
not
got
his
a good
alignment.
one. This is we're bringing up trauma. Where does Bucky stand in this bitch? Because that's crazy. We bringing trauma up.
Definitely true neutral.
He can't be.
Yeah.
He can't be.
Yeah. Well,
No.
where else would you put him?
He
Because
got traumatized.
Bucky
Chaotic
cares about
neutral?
being a good person.
He got traumatized.
Bucky actually cares about being a good person, unlike a lot of people on this list.
Mm.
I would give
Clint
Bucky,
and Black Widow both cared about each other, but they were both spies at the end of the day. So
I would give Bucky chaotic good almost. He is a
You can't
force.
say neutral people don't care about people.
It's not that they don't care about people. It's just not that they don't. Do you think for a second that Black Widow gives a fuck about being a good person?
Yeah.
she's down to protect her people. I think is
She
She's trying
is,
to get
but
that
she-
red out of her ledger.
yeah.
Why would she decide
That's
to
why
go
Banner didn't
with
trust her.
Tony if she didn't think it was the right move?
Maybe she was she was leaning
Do
to the
you
blue.
wanna
She's
move
leaning blue.
Black Widow to where would you move her? Chaotic good?
I told you, true neutral.
Or why are we still talking about her and not talking about the next person we just brought up?
Bucky's
Which
also
is Bucky.
well, Bucky's chaotic.
That's
Bucky.
Bucky.
Chaotic neutral.
That's what I said. Or I said chaotic good. Look.
Maybe chaotic good.
I would say chaotic
Maybe
good.
chaotic good. He hold a lot of people though. He killed Iron Man's parents, and we're not gonna talk about that.
He was never
He
in
wasn't
control
in
of that.
mind control.
So
cannot
then-
And so
dictate
that's
that.
the chaotic part because sometimes he's not in
So
control.
then
of the
Clint
terror
has to
shit
go to
he
chaotic good.
No,
He was mind controlled for a spell when
He wasn't
Loki-
mind control when he was doing Ronin shit.
That's
it
true.
wasn't for
So he's
years.
doing
It was
Ronin
like
shit.
for a couple weeks.
He was just doing Ronin shit.
Whereas, like,
But he did some evil shit in those
Bucky
couple
was
weeks.
woken up during decades to do this type of stuff. He remembers it in his brain. Whereas even Clint sat there and he said, this mind control shit happened, and then in Age of Ultron, he's like, nah, this ain't gonna happen again. He learned, he empathized, and he moved forward.
But he did still get mind controlled and do some shit.
Being mind controlled moves just him out of the fucking D&D. That just shows his skills. It's not his actual alignment.
Yeah, that's not his
because
alignment.
he's not in control. Mind control means that's a block of time where he doesn't get to be judged by his actions. Now, Ronan, he wasn't under mind control.
Yeah, he was home people.
He was home.
He was doing that because he
of
yes.
his own accord.
So then, chaotic neutral.
Oh,
We're moving Hawkeye to
You
chaotic
have to
neutral.
be. You can do some crazy shit when you don't give a fuck about anybody else.
We're moving Hawkeye
that's
to chaotic
true.
neutral.
But I mean, everybody can. That's the whole point of the Joker. You know what?
I said
Whatever you guys.
well, no,
We're moving
Joker's
Hawkeye to
chaotic
chaotic
evil,
neutral, and we
100%.
decided that Bucky is chaotic good.
Joker's chaotic
That's
evil.
fine.
That's deep. We're not even getting into
Who we
this.
got next?
Okay, Loki, but yeah, Loki.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
Have you seen the
I saw
series?
it, yeah, I saw Loki.
Like he had
Loki's
a
chaotic
total,
neutral.
yeah.
He did have to save the world.
He had to save the world, but he's also how
He
many
also
people
hold
he's
the world.
killed.
He's hold the world.
How many
100%.
people he's fucking
Definitely
killed.
hold the
100%
world.
chaotic neutral.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who we got?
Okay, let's see. Somebody interesting. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she'd be lawful good, right? Like
Is she lawful
she
good or is
saves
she?
universes.
But she also went to a whole planet and destroyed all their resources because she was upset by their military for mind controlling her.
Mike,
A whole planet.
she's emotional.
That's kind of tough, actually.
I would say
I want to say she has a code. I want to put
She
Captain
does have a
Marvel
code.
under lawful neutral.
Lawful
Only neutral because there's two. Her.
The neutral is putting me between the good and the evil because she has done good for the universe, but like you said, she totally fucked the Kree Empire because they fucked her.
Neutral because she had like her range is too broad. Like,
But
there's
she
too
does
much
have a code. That's why I'm giving her lawful
But
because
yeah,
like
there's too
I
much
think
she
it's
has to touch
lawful.
on.
I think lawful neutral.
Lawful
is
Lawful
neutral.
neutral. There's too much she has to touch on to where like it would sway her morals at a time. Yeah, I mean sometimes she's got to be this to do this, but she's doing it for the better of the universe. But at the same time, it's like yo, the politics between these two, so I got to kill all of them to you know what I mean to balance it out.
That's some lawful neutral.
All right.
Lawful neutral. shit.
Ant-Man.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Yeah, he's fucking doing heists and shit.
Yeah,
But
Star-Lord?
he's got a good heart.
that's good. Star-Lord, I would say chaotic good still.
I would put him
'Cause he
under
was a
that.
pirate.
Because he was doing
So
pirate shit.
most of the Guardians would you place?
Yeah, chaotic good.
When you say most of them,
Mantis would be not chaotic good. She
Mantis
just
would be neutral good. I
No,
think.
she would just be good. I don't know how you would.
That's lawful good.
She would just be good. She's done nothing wrong. All she did.
I would
was
say
get-
she's chaotic good because in the MCU she just kind of knows how to do the destruction as well. Do you not remember the Winter like special where they were just kind of going around being chaos, but they were like trying to be good inside? I think her and Drax are chaotic good.
I don't.
I think she's neutral good, and Drax is chaotic good, and she's very influenced by people.
There you go.
So
'cause
Drax
she-
will get her to do
But
some
that's the
chaotic
empathy
shit.
part. That's why I would
Yeah,
throw her over to good.
But her whole thing is
Because
that
she
we're-
doesn't-
We're not debating the
even-
good. We're debating neutral good versus chaotic good.
I think she's also chaotic good.
I
I
would
think
say
they're
neutral.
both chaotic
I would
good.
say neutral good. She's not gonna do this stupid shit Drax does.
She
if
didn't
Drax
want
doesn't
to do
drag
the
her
things that
into-
Ego did either. She
That's
didn't.
the point.
But she's meek.
But she was.
That's
made-
the
She's
point.
gonna get hurt if she doesn't.
Everything
If she
that
goes
you're
against
saying
it.
is why we say she's
But it's not
neutral
she
good.
like she wants to do it.
That's
though.
what we call
That's
her
why we're calling her neutral,
neutral
good.
not chaotic good.
Not chaotic good.
She's not chaotic. She doesn't do things.
When
'cause
she's left alone, she could be
2
chaotic.
to 1. She's neutral.
I'm gonna
good.
say
Fine,
neutral
fine.
good.
And we're putting Drax under chaotic good.
100%.
And then where's Gamora going?
Fucking.
There are 2
Chaotic
fucking
good.
Gamoras.
Yeah.
I would say chaotic
There are
good.
2 Gamoras.
That's
though.
true. We can't use both of them. We can use the one.
I
that-
think
we only got to see
Gamora-
the other
The one we
once.
followed the
I-
most,
exactly.
It's
lawful
neutral
good.
Lawful good.
Neutral. She had a code because even when the Guardians are like, "Yeah, we're gonna go steal this shit," she's like, and he's like, "Nah, we're not gonna
Yeah,
do
but
that."
she's also like
She's
the
a-
daughter of Thanos. And
A
that's
B.
Right,
like
but when they're
unspeakable
going and
crime.
doing missions the entire time, she's the one who's like, don't do this, don't do that.
didn't
Make
she-
sure
what
she's
she-
like, don't steal the batteries. We're not going to hoe these people. We
She's
got to
a
do
bounty
everything
hunter.
right.
Wasn't
That's,
she
no,
bounty-
she's awful good then.
I'm not going to debate with her about this one because we got Mantis and Star Lord and
That's
Drax
fair.
on these places.
Pick your battles. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Pick your battles.
Where's
I ain't
Rocket at?
worried.
Where's Rocket at?
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Yeah.
And then Groot is true neutral. Right?
True neutral.
True neutral.
True neutral.
Yeah.
Ah, Groot hasn't hoed anybody.
But he would. In the movie, he's like, we're going to go do this. And he's like, yeah.
No, he hasn't hold anybody. That's what I'm saying. I would put him like...
In the first movie, didn't he used to steal people's shit?
Chaotic good then. He'd just be chaotic good.
I would say he's true neutral. I don't think he cares about being good or bad.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't.
He cares about his homies.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. And I give it to you. True neutral. I don't know. I feel like he... No.
True neutral.
Nah.
You lost the debate. 2-1.
No. I had 2-1.
2-1 from neutral.
Yeah.
So, but just know that there's pushback. Yeah. Just know.
Pushback is on the record.
Yeah, we already...
Notify the pushback. We can move on.
Yeah,
why does Boots keep fucking beer in us, dog? Jeez,
because
Louise.
you opened it too early because you forgot that we were supposed... You don't have to chug. It's fine.
Yes, I do. That's not how this works.
Yep. Oh, my God. Okay. Right. Doctor Strange.
Chaotic
true
good.
Neutral.
Yep.
Chaotic good. Well, true neutral because he has to be.
He's true neutral.
He's literally the guy that you go to be like...
That's the whole point.
Get
the stars out of your eyes, Teddy.
Yeah. True neutral because he has to be.
He has 100%. To be. Like, if you think about the first movie, he wasn't even being a fucking surgeon to be, like, a good person. He's like, because I'm right. Like...
fucking hilarious. Get the stars out of your eyes.
And then when he has the ultimate power, what does he do? The right thing. Mm-hmm. So, true neutral.
True neutral.
Damn, and we put Tony as chaotic good?
No,
Tony's neutral.
He's neutral good. That's right. That makes sense. That's why they would go against the grain. Hold on, let me see if Boots can come up with all the rest of the ones, okay?
Okay.
Damn. I like
She's like, no more lists. I got it.
Yeah. Okay, look, do yourself a favor though. First of all, I wanted to put but you said MCU. I was about to say I wanted to like add in like a couple of
Well, here's the thing what we can do. We're going to introduce the person that can let us talk about that, and that's Deadpool. Deadpool.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
He always wants to do the right thing.
Mm-mm. No, he doesn't. He always wants to be chaos and do whatever he fucking wants to do, and sometimes that happens to be the
Who's
right
in our
thing.
true neutrals?
He's actually
true neutral. We got Nick Fury, Black Widow, Groot, and Doctor Strange.
He does not fit in any
and he's
of that.
chaotic neutral.
He's chaotic neutral.
Who's in chaotic neutral?
Hulk Banner, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, cause Ronin shit, and Loki.
100% Deadpool fits
Damn,
in
that
there.
was
clearly chaotic
would be
neutral.
A clutch rival.
That'd be a solid one. That'd be a solid
That's a dumbass lineup, bro.
That's a solid comp.
They need one more healer.
Wait, who's in? You got the
Hulk, Scarlet, Hawkeye, Loki, Dip.
Yeah, that's DPS.
That's 3 DPS,
heals.
1 tank, and 1 heal. So you need at least one other good healer.
I would take Hawkeye out and put in another healer. Put Ultron in that bitch. Oh yeah. Because he thought he was saving the world, right? So he would theoretically be...
Where would we put Ultron?
Ultron
would
would be
alignment, though.
Ultron would also be fucking chaotic neutral.
No way.
He'd have to.
He has to be.
He's sliding
now
into
listen,
evil section.
Now listen.
No.
Listen, he is only programmed by the things he saw in our fucking internet. So we programmed him. He's chaotic neutral. He's the same.
Yes.
He's the same as Scarlet Witch, if we're being honest.
No.
Yes.
Ultron's entire goal after he scrubbed the internet was like, the next wave is, you niggas gotta go. It's robot time. I'm killing people indiscriminately.
People, hold on.
Wait, so does that mean he has a goal? He has a goal?
Don't do the code thing. Don't do that.
No, it's not code. It's the goal is neutral, right?
Neutral would be the
goal, right?
Yeah,
extincting a race, guys, is not neutral. He wanted to extinct humanity.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Hold on.
That's chaotic evil.
Everybody stop. This is going to be the thing. It's not that he wanted to exterminate a race. It's why he wanted to do it. He thought he was saving the Earth because we were destroying the Earth.
Yeah,
and his goal is the whole
He's
AI.
a robot. He thinks there's a problem he needs to solve. He's just trying to solve the problem.
Okay, but
every AI movie
because there's a problem that he needs to solve doesn't mean that he's under any disillusion that what he's doing is good or that we can call what he's doing good.
Or evil.
He is trying to extinct an entire species.
Okay,
that is evil.
No, I got it. Hey,
that
checkmate.
is evil.
Checkmate. Where does Thanos fall?
Thanos is lawful evil.
How?
Because Thanos has a code for the niggas he wants to kill. I'm killing 50% of people.
It wouldn't be killing it.
I'm killing.
No, it's not killing.
He literally before Thanos got the stones, his job was literally going to planets and killing off half the population.
That's because he didn't have the stones. But his whole his whole goal was what?
His code is only kill half.
No. His code was I'm trying to balance the
Yes.
universe.
By
So that's
killing
the
only
only way
half
that-
no.
indiscriminately.
So that's
The
the
only
lawful.
way I can do what I want to do, my goal, the only way I can accomplish my goal is that I have to eliminate half of anything that is alive because
Wait,
We're getting
what's
stuck on
the
the
goal
word
thing?
goals.
that's
We're
what
getting
you
stuck on
said.
the word goal. No, I said a true neutral person is a person who would do anything they need to do to accomplish their goal.
Thanos said,
No.
I need to accomplish my goal, and the only way to accomplish my goal
Thanos-
is every 50% of everything has to
Because yeah,
go.
'cause when
Thanos
he's
is
done,
not
he
willing
goes and
to
retires.
listen. Thanos is not willing to do anything. To
No, yes,
accomplish
he is,
his
'cause
goal.
he killed his daughter.
Thanos
Don't
is-
do that.
Thanos
He
is willing,
killed his daughter.
Thanos
Don't
is
do that.
willing to do one specific thing, which is kill half of all life.
Not even kill it. He would eliminate it.
He would
said
do anything to get to his goal. He killed his daughter
guys,
to get to his
you
goal.
guys,
daughter
you guys.
to get to his goal.
Yes,
and then he's
okay,
Listen to what he
listen.
said.
This
Listen
is
to what he
2 to
said.
1.
Yes, 2 to 1.
This is
But
2 to
listen to
1.
what he said. Hold on.
Yes
let
or
me
no
finish.
question? Yes
let
or
me,
no
let me
question?
finish. Hold on.
Is
He
killing-
said this.
What's the yes or
He
no?
said this. Hold on. He said this. He said, by the snap of my fingers, half of the universe would be gone. It would be instant, and it would be a paradise.
He said he
Listen,
had the
listen.
will to do what
Listen,
nobody
you guys,
else
listen,
could
you
do
guys.
Nobody else
for
could do.
his
Listen,
goal.
you guys. I'm not arguing
Two
with
on
you
one.
guys.
Two on one.
Okay, listen.
I wanna
Y'all
hear what
can-
he says. I wanna hear what
I'm
he
not
says.
arguing
I'm
with
curious
you
what
guys
he says.
whether or not Thanos believed what he was doing was for a greater good. That doesn't speak to his actual alignment. The yes or no question is killing half of the universe a good or an evil thing?
Define evil.
She said evil.
Nah,
Right,
because it's
that's
not
why he's
Killing
he's
half
evil,
of
he's
innocent
neutral
people,
evil.
he's lawful evil.
Lawful
because
evil.
the code is kill half. That's the code.
No, we talked about it. Lawful
No,
evil
I
would be
agree
a
with that.
politician. He's not a politician.
No,
A politician
no,
is one
politicians is a
form
type
of
of
lawful
it.
evil.
But
It's
if you're
using the
saying-
law for evil, but it's also I have
He's
a
not-
code, but I'm doing evil. Thanos is doing evil, killing half of people.
Right.
Thanos has a
I'm
code,
trying to
only kill half.
Hold on, I'm trying to reorient. So I thought that neutral meant that the whole point is you just trying to get to a goal and you will
It
do
doesn't
anything
matter
to
how you
remove-
do it.
That's not the whole point of neutral.
Then what's the whole point of neutral?
Because
I thought you
what
said
is somebody
you
who's
read it.
neutral? What is somebody who's neutral?
Scarlet Witch, right? She
What
holds a lot
what
of
is
people.
being neutral means? It means you're Switzerland. It means you don't have a strong predilection for one thing or the other. It means you don't go this way, you don't go that way. Thanos has a
The
strong
way you read it off of
predilection
there,
to
it
kill
said
people.
it differently.
I was reading one person's description,
Hold on, time out. I have a
one
question.
sentence description of what these things meant. But
I have a
like,
question.
what's your
Hold on.
question, bro?
So that means, by your logic, and this is the question,
Mhm.
you said he didn't have a strong
Predilection.
Predilection. Can you define that word for you? For those of us who didn't go to school yesterday, you know what I'm saying?
Akin to or like feeling towards
Yeah,
or
it's
like
Podcast, bro. Explain it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, explain it for the kids.
Okay, listen.
having a strong connection to
Okay, so he doesn't feel swayed this way or that. One can say your predilection
Yeah,
is being
swayed
not being
is a good
swayed
one.
this way or that.
Sure, let's
Okay,
call it
cool.
that.
So in my defense of Thanos, he doesn't care because you have to think about it like this: when he snapped his fingers, he doesn't know what 50% of organisms are going.
Right.
He just like
Of
I'm
course.
he
doing
just did
this.
his job.
Of course.
So
but
there's
like,
no-
if you can tell me for a fact that you think that killing half of the universe,
You keep saying killing. It's not necessarily killing it. It's making it not exist anymore.
That's
What's
not
your,
killing
do
it.
you value life?
Yeah, but
If
I would be on
if
good.
I
shit.
decided to take your life away, whether or not it hurt you for me to take your life away, wouldn't that be
You
kind
just
of a
blinked
bummer
out of
that you just didn't
existence.
exist?
It'd be a
anymore?
bummer I
That's
didn't.
because
taking away
I
your
did
life.
it.
It'd be a bummer I didn't exist, but why are you taking half of life?
It don't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter.
If you're doing it because you feel like life's stupid and it doesn't deserve to be alive, that's a dick move. But
It
if
is
you
a dick
think
move.
you're trying
So
to
you think
preserve
Thanos was
the
right.
hold on, no, I don't think he's right.
He thinks
I don't think
That's
he's
what I'm
right.
saying.
I'm just saying I get his point.
You
It's
think
like you
a
don't
person? You think intention matters the most?
intention 100% matters.
Intention.
Hold on.
Intention only
I'll
doesn't
explain.
matter for this.
I'll explain why intention.
Your
matters.
alignment isn't about what you intended to do. Your alignment is about what you did. And if you kill half the population
Kill is a
of the
strong word.
universe, if half of the population in the universe no longer gets to exist because you decided that, that is not a good thing.
But
Even
maybe,
if you think it's good that the half that are left have more resources that can live longer, you decided to not exist
So-
people anymore.
so you're not-
which is not good.
but you have to think about the other side of that. You're also giving life to the other 50%. you're giving it not only life, but you're giving it longevity, because now that other side. This is the whole thing I have with that, because why couldn't Thanos just wish for double the everything? But at the end of the day,
you just admitted that he's evil.
No, I didn't say he was evil.
You did though. Because
no, I just think his logic is stupid, but it doesn't necessarily make him evil. Just because you're stupid doesn't make you evil.
To kill half the people is an evil thing, especially if unlimited power might give you
he's
a
definitely
choice
lawful
to
evil
do
if you think
something
about Frollo.
different. He's lawful evil
because he's using his code, but his code was the Earth code to kill people that probably shouldn't have been killed. So no, I agree. It's lawful evil.
Thanos is 100%.
I just thought that the neutral was that you just kind of had a goal, and if you got that goal and you attained that goal, you were cool. Whereas lawful evil, that's ongoing. That's continuous. That's why I thought that's what lawful meant.
Anybody anywhere on this alignment chart is allowed to have a goal. So it's not about having a goal. It's about
that's the driving force.
It's about what you do to accomplish that goal. And the thing is, Thanos' goal was only accomplished by killing half the people. That's the evil part.
You keep focusing on the word killing. That's not the same.
But here's the thing,
he did kill a lot of people, but at the end of the day,
he
he didn't want to, but he had to when he was doing it because he
but
didn't
he
have the
was
stones.
killing people,
his
which
whole
was
goal was
evil.
His whole goal was, I get the stones, I don't have to kill nobody. I can just and then
blink
it's
them out
boom,
of
it's done.
But he
as
was
opposed
totally
to the killing
fine.
As opposed to killing
niggas.
I would still
he
say
did. He was like, I don't got him yet.
He was still killing half a niggas.
No.
And so that's lawful
If
evil
he
versus
never-
chaotic evil, which is Ultron is chaotic evil because he just wants to extinct a population.
Wait, if the stones never existed, he would just be killing people.
He would just be killing people.
So that's what makes him lawful evil, because he thinks that it has to happen regardless.
If he didn't have the stones,
he would just be killing people.
He would just be killing people.
Yeah.
And his code is kill.
I'll accept that, because if he didn't have the stones, he would be hoeing everybody and it would suck. He got the stones, so he was able to accomplish his goal just relatively mercifully.
As merciful as he thought it was. But if you value life, then you're like, that's evil.
No, he did, though. He valued life so much that he knew the only way to secure the life that can be secured. Again, that's stupid. Why can't you just
thought the only way was?
Yeah,
he
thought,
didn't know.
But
that's what makes it evil.
That's so dumb. Why couldn't you just wish for double the things? Like you say, hey, give me 2 of everything, and
double
then
all the resources.
Hey, matter of fact, unlimited, and then we're good.
Unlimited, exactly.
Yeah,
like
it just comes back.
He could snap so many things that wasn't half people are dead.
But superheroes. So
code. And
I'm gonna give it to you only because
code and
logic. But
and so by that logic,
go back.
Can you understand how Ultron then is chaotic evil, because his killing is indiscriminate and not really based on a code. He just at the end of his life cycle, at the end of his thought of everything, he's just like, I just want to be superior than all these humans, and I want to kill all the humans. They all gonna be dead. I'm wiping them all out. It's the age of me and my robots. Fuck these humans.
But it's but it's intense again. It's like, how did you get there? He got there because he, like you said, went on the internet for 2 fucking seconds and was like, yo, oh my god.
He's like,
look, anybody that goes on Reddit for
half
an hour is gonna agree with Ultron, but it's still the wrong thing to do. Our villains gotta be.
We know we need to die. You just don't do.
For the most part. Who's our next character? We got another character.
Boots. What do you got for us in the
Who
vault?
you got, Boots? It's up to you now.
Oh, Wasp.
The little baby girl
from Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man's
his lady. Yeah.
She's cool.
I want to say she's more neutral good than his chaotic good. Scott is a criminal. She's not really a criminal.
She was just kind of like doing her thing.
She'd be up to really good
She
shit.
just kind of wants to do Wasp shit. She's a criminal so much as that Scott made her into one because of the Scoville
by
Accords.
by association.
Yeah, because even she's like, I didn't want to be in this situation. I'm just trying to go get my mom.
And even then,
I would say chaotic good, because she would be like, if I knew, is that what you said?
I said neutral good.
I would say neutral good because she wasn't.
Good.
Because she wasn't down to do any of the other shit. She was just like, when shit
if I have
off,
to do the thing, I'm going to do the thing.
I'm going to do the thing.
No, I agree.
I would say
neutral good.
Wasp neutral good. We got that.
So technically, because of the events that occurred, we can say Mr. Fantastic. We can do Charles Xavier.
I don't want to count anybody who hasn't walked in the MCU yet.
No, they were real. They were in the MCU. They were in.
Charles Xavier was in Mom.
Charles Xavier wasn't Mom, but like.
So was Mr. Fantastic.
We didn't really get to see.
That's true.
You want to do that, Mr. Fantastic?
They would all be kind of lawful good.
That nigga spaghetti. Do you want me to make a spaghetti category for Reed Richards?
Spaghetti.
They would almost be chaotic good if you think about it, because they had to
kill.
They killed Doctor Strange because he used Darkhold to save us from Thanos. But that's fine.
See what I'm saying?
Which I would say he was chaotic good in that
it gets
regard.
It gets tricky when you use the multiverse. It starts to get tricky. So
let's go with the characters who are fully established. We got some more. I want to say Vision
I was gonna say Moon Knight, but yeah, Vision.
is true neutral.
True neutral. 100%.
Yeah, true neutral, 100%.
Nobody disagree with
No,
that.
not at
That's
all.
good.
I
So
would
cool.
I would move back and forth between that and neutral good, because when you think about Westview, he was trying to get things to be right.
True.
When you think
That
about the
wasn't really
Sokovia Gord,
That wasn't Vision.
but it
Also
was
true.
nope. It was still an embodiment of
It
him,
wasn't
and the whole
Vision.
point of that is that if you go back to the Civil War, he was trying to do kind of what was right in the regards that he knows that the lawful is right in this scenario, because logically that's right.
He's full factoid logic though, so that's why we want to put.
I like their
conversation.
conversation.
I
I like the
guess.
conversation between Vision and Ultron, and Ultron was like, they're doomed. You know that, right? He's like, yeah.
The only
Maybe,
conversation
but,
better
like-
than Vision and Ultron is Vision and Vision when there was like,
When they were talking,
have
to
you
the
heard of the
thing.
mind experiment, the Book of Theseus, or the Ship of Theseus?
Right.
Sure, but what he
That's
was
my
saying
shit.
is definitely right too, because because that's what made him different from Ultron. I don't think it's true neutral. I think it is neutral good.
Yeah.
Is he's
Because
the
he
antithesis.
knows. Yeah, he knows that like he's going against the fact that like they're doomed. But,
That's
like,
why he can pick up the
I'm
fucking.
on
hammer.
team them. He can
He
will
needs to be
Mjolnir.
worthy. You can't be true
You can't be
neutral,
true neutral and be worthy of
worthy.
Mjolnir. You can't. That's a
You
fact.
can't.
Put him in there.
What?
That's a good fucking W. Put him in
So
there.
where is he going now?
He's got to go to good neutral. Like
Neutral good? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has
You know
to.
what?
Yeah.
I'll concede that for you guys. But this discussion is not
Keeps
over.
going.
We gotta do a
CBD.
part 2.
I mean,
we gotta put the rest of the niggas
C.
on here, and some of the niggas that's on here, low key, I want
They
to
can still
argue.
move.
With,
We
I
can
want
talk
to
about
argue
it,
with y'all
'cause-
about some of these. I'm like, nah.
So we'll
Nah.
have the ding 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 round at the beginning to be like, nah,
I'm still-
y'all hold me
I'm
on
still
this.
fighting
Everybody
for
gets
Thanos.
one.
You
Everybody gets one.
Thanos, I can't believe it.
Everybody
I
gets
can't.
one.
Fine,
So
fine.
everybody think about it.
Thanos,
Everybody gets one
arguing
argument in the next pod to say you guys were wrong. It's just one though.
The
Yeah.
only one I would
You're not
fight is
moving
I mean, we're
Thanos.
gonna
No,
listen
no, no,
to
no,
the
no.
podcast, so
You're
we'll
not
be like,
moving Thanos.
actually, no, I have better arguments for this
maybe
one.
maybe it's either Thanos or Ultron. That's who I'm like I'd go to
Yeah,
bat for
pick
because
one.
yeah.
You're not moving
But-
either of those villains.
That's well.
You're not
We just
moving-
we
you're not
hey
moving either
listen.
of those
We
villains,
already
bro. That's where they go.
We already persuaded you with
That's
Vision.
where
So
they
what are you
go.
talking about? And
I folded on
yeah.
Vision
Because
but
you had to.
he
He
too neutral
picked
as
up
fuck,
on here.
brother.
My thing would be like, yo, with Ultron, it's not. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like he got programmed that way. He got. But no, if anything, listen. You guys swayed me on Thanos. He was a hoe. But at the same time, he hoed for the greater good. You know what I'm saying?
More so.
Well, I mean, he's still it's it's superhero movie logic because it's like, bro, just wish for 3 times everything. Everyone wins. Wasn't that pretty fucking
Cosmic?
Cosmic.
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 We don't do that.